And so, people, we have officially reached it. It's very amazing when you think about it. Yes, it is indeed very impressive. But to get to the point of it all, let's take these off, shall we? And let's just be very frank here for once that we're not playing any part. This is Eden chapter 100. Yes, we have officially reached 100 chapters of Eden Zero after 3 years, maybe. Now that is one achievement. The angry anime fan here, the semi-retired despair reviewer, deciding to drop the acting part here because this is a special occasion. The special occasion that being 100 chapters of Eden Zero. First off, the gang are meeting Master Noah in his office now on Blue Garden. As they congratulate and thank him for the reveal, it is also revealed that the defeat of Draken, especially by an unknown group such as the Eden Zero, is gonna be kept secret. Because after all, most of it all is that this relied on Rebecca's cap leap of power. If she hadn't leaped back in time, then the guys wouldn't have gotten the resolve as well as the strength and will to survive Drakenjo. So it makes sense that, in a way, fate allowed them to rewind everything else. It wasn't their first powers. And also is the fact that telling this will complicate things for the superiors, especially since no one remembers when Rebecca has jump time, as well as the fact that such a power will be highly demanding once it's revealed. So they are gonna remain anonymous, aka gonna be the unknown heroes to the unknown heroes to restored peace to Sakura Cosmos. However, Master Noah does reveal that he has superiors, and also reveals the shocking sort of reveal that he is actually the chief director, or I should say the GEA director of Sakura Cosmos. This means that GEA and perhaps the planetary interstellar army exists in more than one cosmos. Well, that makes sense. The cosmos is big, and cosmos only have one district. The one who oversees the Sakura is Master Noah. That also explains why he has done such ruthless things. The GEA have been noted to do some pretty ruthless things, all for what they consider to be the greater good. Does that mean they are gonna become antagonists in the future? Very likely for me. I do not trust them. But this means also that they are practically everywhere. We already know that one is part of Elsie Crimson's crew, so we should probably expect more hidden agents. These are pretty dangerous agents of it all. And not even Shiki is known if he wants to be friends with Master Noah. The fact that, well, he did put Rebecca in danger, even though he did apologize for it. But again, Master Noah's actions, I wouldn't justify them fully, even if it is for a greater good. And he asks them to keep this secret. Of course, Komura panics as soon as she says that, because she can never keep a secret. So Rebecca decides to talk to Noah alone, as the reveal that since Master Noah has known about her powers since she was a baby, a child, then she asks the simple question if he knows that she has any family. And Master Noah surprisingly says that he does not know. I wonder. Granted, he said his God's eye allows him to see through, back in time, as well as many things other. Is it possible he's lying about this? Well, we don't know, but Rebecca doesn't know her parents, and she was apparently abandoned. I have a feeling they're gonna become relevant in the story. More than that, he tried to look into her situation on why did such a power exist in Rebecca of all people, and all he figured out that there was a power somewhere outside of the outer space. Maybe Mother. And so Rebecca asks about Connor, and it appears though that he did not see Connor either, despite the fact that he's supposed to see through different time dimensions, realities. It apparently is so that he did not know anything about this. But also the fact that, no, we'll get to that later. So it's actually explained that the debris that took them to the field wasn't there, meaning that they actually did get to Sun Jewel in half a day. So this mess. So Rebecca felt pretty bad if the fact she's glad that her powers saved Shiki and the gang, but she's also worried that have erased Connor from the realities. But Noah says that is very unlikely, possibly implying that there is another cat leaper power. But he will look into it. So with that, he says, "I wish you fair adventures." In a way, making peace with the Rebecca situation. But what I'm trying to say is, this also explains that since Noah is a GEA, it also seems to imply that why he had all the information. He's a secret agent of everything. He is in cahoots with the underground, yet at the same time also fighting against the underground, while also keeping appearance of a guild master in a guild where a lot of adventurers come. Therefore, he can gather information and also arrest them using his GEA knowledge. Who knows? Well, then get a Labia scene. Labia at first seemed to show some situations, but then of some minor character development. But then she reveals she actually has already photoed Rebecca when she was changing, eating, and many things more, and then still giving that mean look. So all the saying that I hope you keep boring videos because you're never gonna beat me. In a way, though, this seemed to be more malicious. I mean, prankster like than malicious last time. So are we to say that she it's so we're always saying this is minor character development, or is she just being a jerk of being a jerk? I mean, in a way, you could say that this was somewhat a motivational field. But again, I'll think that Labia is scared of Rebecca. Rebecca has something she does not, a kind heart of it all. But then we're getting to Eden's Zero ship that has surprisingly been able to dock in a docking bay. Chris and Klein are still on the ship because Sister has yet to fully cure Klein of her condition. And as we know, Chris is getting impatient with that. Something tells me he is gonna do something stupid eventually. But it's also revealed that the robots, the androids of the 4-star Shrine Maidens, they can eat as normally, because here we actually see Sister eating a hamburger, saying that Klein's situation is a special case. So then we get a cute scene of when she is actually putting on some new clothes, thanks to Hermit and everyone else. And although she is not smiling, the hairpin on her body is smiling, much to Chris's surprise, possibly implying that she is liking all of this. And again, we do not know what is wrong with her. However, it's funny the fact that when Moscow is saying, it's very Moscow, she is saying they are Moscow. So she is seen to be pleased the fact that her hairpin is showing happiness of it all. But what Sister is saying, that Klein is a girl whose emotions were stolen, but she still promised that she will heal her, so she will. But this seems to imply that her healing capabilities are not absolute. It can heal injuries, it can even heal conditions, petrifications, but it does not seem to heal emotions, at least not fully. But Sister seems to be implying that she can heal her, but she cannot heal her with a miracle. She has to wait a little bit. So, but this implies that Klein can show emotions. She can show extreme shock, and then that thing seems to suppress her emotions. So the thing is, does anyone really know what is wrong with her? Is it true that her emotions were stolen, but when she experienced a very big shock, then she experienced that thing, and then that emotional suppresses her emotions because because otherwise it would be dangerous for her. What we know is that she has her emotions stolen, like becoming a robot machines. Not to mention that Chris made himself into a cyborg and seems to discard heart. A coincidence? Who knows? But later on, the Ed and Zero crew look up and the picture of Mother as they declare to themselves what they're gonna do. Rebecca will be the #1 beekeeper in Cosmos. I'm afraid you have to make better videos. Shiki wants to be friends with Mother. I have a feeling his dreams is gonna change a little bit later. Wise though was loads of cash and beautiful women. Ugh. Well, I have a feeling your dreams will also evolve. Happy wants fish. Okay. And Pino wants to make her become human. That's a good dream. While Homera's dream is supposed that meet her mentor again, implying that maybe Mother can revive her. And I agree, that would be a very nice wish if that was true. But before they head out to Cosmos, Shiki wants to go back to Granbell Kingdom. He believes that the robots there may have calmed down from the virus, but as we know, they were never infected by a virus. They were dying. So they sent Shiki out in space. How is he going to react when he sees all of his deactivated friends? But he also implies he want to visit Siggy's grave. But then the things takes a little bit more of an interesting turn as we actually see the Eden's One ship. That was the title of this episode. And, well, it's a little bit different than the Eden Zero. The figurehead reminds us more of a fish, and the whole construct is very similar to an aquatic fish, to be perfectly honest. And we do see Captain Connor. Connor does exist. However, the emblem on the Aliens One ship is still similar to that one of Siggy, implying that Siggy may actually be connected to the Edens. But Captain Connor does exist, and Eden's One is not destroyed this time, saying that he had a strange dream, like it was warped up like a family. The words he's saying sounds very similar on how Rebecca described it all. Either way, we see Eden's One Captain Connor, as he says, the time has come to keep me promise. The Eden's One is sailing for Granbell. Well, are they gonna meet? Well, who knows who they're gonna meet, because we finally, the final piece of everything else is a picture of Granbell, as well as the decomposing robot body of Siggy. It's clear age has wear down as it's rusty, has cracks upon it, many things more. But that is not what is scary. What is scary is that the body that we presume is dead begins to light up. Or should I say, the eye begins to light up. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean that Siggy never truly was dead? Does that mean that Cat Leaper has somehow changed the situation, making it so that Siggy can be revived? Or does it imply that Siggy is dead, but something inside him is awakening again? But because there's one thing I have said many times before, we know nothing of Siggy's past. We know nothing of him. So I think it's about time we find out some answers. And again, only he can answer that. So his eye lightening up, well, who knows? But I read somewhere that next chapter of 101 is going to be called a singularity. And a lot of people have pointed out that there's actually a gravity singularity. I don't recall what they said, but they said, implied there was something similar to a black hole of some sort. So, again, that singularity can imply many things, but I don't know if it's good news. And when I mean good news, but despair. Are we gonna meet Eden One and Granbell? Are the robots all deactivated? Is Siggy truly dead? Too many questions happening. Some answers, but mostly questions. But again, I also do not believe that the rest of the Galactic Six Orachia are gonna believe that Gia or the Interstellar Galactic Army actually destroyed Drakenjo. But there have been some changes in it all. We'll see. Labia hasn't really gone through character development, granted she never will, but there seem to be some implications, minor, that maybe this was more teasing, not outright bullying. Who knows? But everyone has a dream of meeting Mother, some greater than others. Homer's, Shiki, and Pino's dreams, I think those are the most strongest and most best. If Valkyrie could be revived, that would be good. But even one, huh? We'll see, won't we? 100 chapters. That's great. And an anime. So give me your thoughts if you have any.